My name's Glenda. What's your name? Say that again.
Derek.
Derek, good. Come and grab a seat there, Derek. It's good to meet you and Mum and Dad. It's good to see everybody else here too. We're going to try something a little bit different this morning. So what I want you to do is be really quiet. And I want you to think about what you can hear. Okay? So that seems a bit odd. Be really quiet to see what you can hear. All right, let's just do that. Really quiet. What can you hear? What you can hear the fans. Can you hear anything else? We'll just be quiet again. Cars. Motorbike. Good timing. Birds. You can hear a bird. Yep. Okay, now we're going to try the opposite. I want everybody except Derek to make lots of noise. Go. Nah. Woo! Lots of noise, lots of noise. Yay. Derek, what could you hear? Lots of shouting. Could you still hear the bird? You could hear the motorbike. Yeah, motorbikes don't count really. They're just always noisy. Could you hear the bird? Could you hear the fans? No, there's lots of things you couldn't hear once everybody got noisy. And you know, Jesus knew that. He knew that. And what he did was he would take his disciples and his followers, and when he wanted to teach them something really important, he took them away somewhere quiet, up a hill, okay, somewhere quiet under a tree to sit down and talk to them and teach them so that they could listen and really hear what he was saying. When you're in the classroom at school and you are concentrating on what the teacher's saying and the teacher's trying to teach you something that's a little bit tricky, is it harder to learn it if the classroom's noisy or if the classroom's quiet? If it's quiet, yeah. So it's about that really needing to listen to learn, isn't it? And Jesus knew that. So he would take his people and he would teach them somewhere quiet. That got a bit tricky because a lot of other people were trying to find where Jesus was and they would come too and then it would get noisy. But he tried really hard to teach his people. And there's an important lesson in that for us is that we need to sometimes be quiet and listen to learn about Jesus and to hear what God is saying to us. So there are some things that we can do. We come to church and it's a place for us to listen and to learn. And guys, you're part of this. Like, just because you're a little bit older than Derek doesn't mean you don't come to church and listen and learn, because we never stop learning about who Jesus is and what he does. And that's one of the reasons we come to church. Kids club, Sunday school, youth groups, those sorts of things, that's where we go to listen and learn as well as do some noisy stuff. At home, Mum and Dad might share Bible stories with you. You might find a quiet space and read them for yourself. And by doing that, you're listening to what Jesus has got to say to you. It's kind of important to choose the right people to listen to. Okay, so I think Mum and Dad are the right people, but there may be some people that would tell you something different about Jesus than what we think. And it's important to choose those right people. Okay, so it's about taking that time to be quiet and listen and learn about what Jesus is doing for us. And we can do it through prayer, through the grace that we have at our table before we eat, at church, Sunday school, and through reading those Bible stories and learning heaps about Jesus. And that goes for all of us, doesn't it? Shall we pray? Oh, God, thank you for bringing Derek here today. Thank you for listening. Thank you for the gift of listening that you've given to us so that we can hear you and that we can learn about you, that we can love you more every day and really understand why it is that you are in our lives. Amen.